What's good, everybody? It's DJ San. So today's video, I'm gonna be kind of answering the question that if Valorant, when it's released, or not even if it's released, honestly, because I think the closed beta is gonna go until like the game comes out. I could be wrong on that, but I'm gonna be basically analyzing the question of if Valorant can kill Siege. So I'm gonna go over what different features are in both of the games and just compare them. This is pretty much what this video is gonna be. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The biggest problem in Siege right now is pretty much cheaters and audio cues, like not hearing somebody rappel into a window or hearing somebody creep up on you, something like that. And because of how the maps are constructed in Siege, things like Legion traps and Capcan traps are only useful to a certain degree when you get pushed. So in Valorant, people, when they run around, it's crazy loud, so that's good. Someone can't really push up on you in Valorant without you hearing it unless they slow walking. And slow walking makes no noise, but there's things like Cypher's traps or his cameras or Sage's wall ability. There's stuff like that to protect your flame more efficiently than, gridlock and nomad traps in Siege. So I've been liking Valorant alone for those reasons and not having to face cheaters or not knowing where I got pushed from, like some BS dev. And, oh yeah, I forgot, there's not stuff like this in Valorant. Moral of the story is Ubisoft fix your bugs, man, and you'll keep your player base. Next, I'm going to go over the recoil system in Valorant and comparing it to Siege. So the recoil system in Valorant is manageable, but if you spray too long, the bullets seem to just have like some randomized spread where you'd be better off just tapping like 5 shots or something like that before shooting again. As somebody that primarily plays Siege, I don't really like that mechanic, but it could be that I'm just used to how recoil patterns work in Siege rather than how they work in a game like CSGO. All the guns have a different recoil pattern. You'll have to get used to them, of course, and if you ADS with them, the side of your weapon will actually go where the bullets are. And if you just go in the training range and just spray, you'll see that after spraying for a while, the bullets just go randomly, like not just up and down. They'll just go horizontally. It looks like you're playing an aim simulator, but instead of you trying to hit the stuff, you have to pull back to where you want to shoot. And it's like, I don't know how I feel about that. After playing for a while, I've seen that using the ADS while shooting isn't really the play. It seems like my shots are more accurate when I'm using guns like the Phantom or the SMG. I can't remember the name. It's not the Stinger, but it's the other one. Or like the Vandal. Like my shots seem more accurate when I'm hip firing with those guns instead of using the ADS. So I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. So next I'm going to touch on maps and abilities. So the maps in this game seem a lot better than Siege's maps when they were constructed. Granted, we're talking about a game with destruction versus a game you can wall bang through some things rather than just blow the whole thing open. Rotations seem like they're very well thought out when they were designing the maps. And neither the attacker nor defensive sides of the game seems one-sided. I honestly think it comes down to who has the better team comp and who's the better team in Valorant. Whereas in Siege, we have maps like Theme Park where the game really favors the defensive side, and whoever gets that first pretty much wins. It's probably going to be easier for beginners to get into this game too, because there's also a map with callouts and everything on screen that you can bring up and just know where you died from, or you can ping. It actually gives the name of wherever your ping is at. So that's, if Siege has something like that, a lot of people will stick to it, because the biggest thing in Siege that people can't get over is not recoil, it's not nothing like that, it's callouts. So if Siege has something like that, it'll be a little bit more tolerable for at least beginners. So I rambled long enough about game features and stuff like that, so I'm going to get to the meat of this. Do I think this game really going to kill a game like Siege? It's not a yes or a no. The answer right now is pretty much it's possible. Siege has things that are unique to the game, and so does Valorant, but it really comes down to who takes care of the game more. Like I mentioned before, Siege has a lot of issues right now with audio and cheaters, just to name 2 things. I really think they should take a season to like just fix the core of the game instead of worrying about developing the next operator that could do something like climb hatches or send a hologram to full attackers. Fix your game at the core and you'll keep your player base. As long as you let people know that you're focused on making the game better, and you fix the sound bugs, you fix the mute jammer glitch I showed y'all earlier, you do something better with cheaters other than just letting them run rampant. Like, you just put more care into your game and the player base will stay. Now, if they don't do that, oh, I see Valorant taking over. The one thing with Valorant is the games are like so long though. Like I get bored quick. But seeing as this just like a closed beta, I think there'd be a lot more that I could take part in, like when the real game launches, like a rake playlist or something that makes me want to have a grind factor, like I used to in Siege before, you know, it funneled downhill. But you know, I'll say that for another video. Like I said though, it is possible for the player base of Siege to drop once this game comes out, because as you can see right now, it doesn't look like Ubisoft is doing much to keep us around. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you see this game killing Siege? Are you liking Valorant? See this as your next game to grind? Or is it something you just do to pass the time? If you'd like to see more Valorant videos, let me know in the comment section down below as well. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
Feeling fresh, summer recess. Got shorty wearing a cocktail dress. Yeah, she got style in excess. Ain't nobody match her, she the best. Call her homie, maybe two. I finna link up and gon' get a brew. Cause we ain't got school no more.